right, hello, wine-drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and it is Football Sunday here at Wine Watch. That's right, we're open on Sunday, 7 days a week. Hey, man, our wine-drinking people need us. And, hey, if you couldn't make this 2002 Burgundy tasting, we're going to do it again. These wines were drinking beautifully, and everything on the table, Premier and Grand Cru, really showed why. Premier and Grand Cru Burgundy in a great vintage, which 2002 you may put below 05 and 99, but it's definitely one of the top 3 to 5 vintages in the last 20 years from Burgundy for both red and white wine. And we had 3 producers' wines on the table and 9 wines. All of these wines, like I said, most excellent to killer, and Burgundies don't get rated 100 points, 95 points often enough. And I know I don't rate wines with points, but 95 points, most excellent is 95 points. Killer is my 100-point score. So we got some killer and most excellent wines on this. And they had the Henry Boyot wines to start. We had Puligny Montrachets and Meursaults. Meursault, to me, offers a similar experience to what you get from California with a wonderful underlying minerality. We had the Genevièves and the Charmes on the table. The Charmes showing a beautiful bouquet, kind of an anise note to it, lovely rich tree fruit, peach, candied apple, kind of changing and evolving as this wine opened up. And wow, man, still really good on the second day. A lovely creamy texture and a long mineral-laced finish, wonderful freshness, most excellent juice, and $100 a bottle, man, for a wine that's 14 years old, aged to perfection. Hey, you could keep this 10, 20 more years. I don't know how you like to drink your white wines, but right now these 2002s are singing. The Genevièves, well, both of these we got to vote for first place. This wine had a little bit more of a crushed kind of rock graphite note to the nose, flinty kind of character, lemon drop candy, creme caramel, even bigger as this wine opens up, and just a little larger in size, I thought, than the Charmes. So both of these wines had wonderful richness. This wine also had a creamy texture, a long layered finish. Both of these wines I rated most excellent. The Puligny Montrachets, we had Cailleret and we had Foletier, and definitely different on the nose. The Cailleret, without a doubt, had more of that buttered, fresh buttered popcorn, butterscotch kind of character, that diacetyl note, which this producer is kind of known for having very rich wines. Lots of mineral notes too here, some white flowers, and lemon drop candy, incredibly rich on the palate, almost like an oily texture, man. And like I said, that lovely buttery character coming out. Not overdone. It still had wonderful freshness at the end and a lot of fruit. I thought everything was in balance. This was my favorite of the whites. However, the Foletiers almost unanimously was the favorite of the whites, I think with 12 out of 16 votes. This wine seemed to be a little more balanced to the tasters, not quite as much of that butteriness, but equally as rich and viscous on the tongue, a long layered finish. This wine most excellent. And hey, I rated the Cailleret killer. That's right, a killer Chardonnay from Burgundy. And $100, a relative value, especially when you look at the production of these wines. They only make a few hundred, 1,000 cases or less of everything here on the table. So the reds, we started out with the Beaune, which this is from Rossignol Trappé, and by far the best value in the bunch. Premier Cru Beaune at $50 a bottle from a 2002 vintage. Wow, man, we got to raise the price on this one. Everybody loved this wine. Lovely strawberry fruit and gravelly minerally notes. A little earthy character to this wine. And on the palate, just silky smooth, man. Wonderful freshness here. This wine could go another decade, but hard to keep away from right now. By far the best wine on the table to drink today. All right, and then the Von Romanet Beaumont and the Von Romanet Souchot from Hudelet-Nolat. This wine, both very similar. I thought the Souchot just had a little more spice to it, a little bigger, but both of these wines most excellent. They showed that lovely character of Von Romanet Premier Cru, this spice box, this lovely floral character, mint, red cherry, black raspberry fruit, just a ton of spice in both of these wines. And I thought just these were wines that needed a little more time. These reds, to me, were really nice right now, but they were better on the second day. You want to hold on to your 2002 Premier Cru Von Romanet for a little bit longer. The Echezot, Still, also outstanding from this producer, Grand Cru, and you noticed a step up here in richness and concentration. Some tannins at the end, and this wine just had an incredible bouquet of Asian spices, black spice, leather, dark cherry, a little bit of a Sauvage kind of animal note to it, and a few hours in the glass. This wine's still pretty big and needs a little bit more time, but this wine has wonderful balance, most excellent juice. And then the Chambertin from Rossignol Trappé. Hey, these two were close. One got 4, one got 5 votes for first. So the Chambertin, though, did win out. One of the greatest of all the Grand Crus. And wow, just an amazing nose of perfume on this wine. Spice box, raspberry, cherry fruit, incredibly complex truffle, earthy notes, and just smooth as silk on the tongue. Not quite as tannic as the Echezot, but still, this wine's got great structure and should be around for 20, 30 years or more. Hey man, this 2002 vintage is all that and a box of chocolates. Check it out. We got all these wines available, some of them by the case. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.